Okay, so we should be pretty close to where I want to go. It looks like the portal that was here was destroyed, so I'm gonna have to make a new portal. So this should take us close enough to the location. Oh my god. Here we are. It actually took me straight to the portal. Finally, we actually made it to some sort of civilization. It's not really civilization, but this is definitely better than where I was before. So this is where I spent my first few days on 2B2T. Actually, I even came back to this place a few times, and like the first month I played on 2B2T, I actually used this as a meeting place. Whenever I wanted to meet someone on the server, I would tell them to come here and we would meet up. Wow, it's actually crazy being here. I even built a base here, like a miniature base. It got destroyed. Then other people have built like bases here. I'm actually surprised that this is still standing. So does this guy want us to plant stuff here? Because I think that's what I might do. That seems like a good idea to me. So this is probably where I spent my very first day on 2B2T, and it wasn't technically a base. So the very first base I made on 2B2T, I actually have no idea where it is, but I know that me and this guy named PyPhase, we started in this area, and I think we went in this direction, maybe. Or maybe it was in that direction. I have no idea. So I'm gonna see if I can find this base. Speaking of PyPhase, when was the last time he played? So he hasn't played 2B2T in 144 days. So that's like 4 months. I think he pretty much quit after he joined the server. Dang it, that kind of sucks. But he was the second person I ever met on this server. Mike Man was the first person. I actually still have contact with Mike Man. He's probably one of my most trusted friends on the server. So it seems like PyPhase wasn't strong enough to survive 2B2T, but I somehow have. You know, I'm not actually gonna find it. It wasn't anything special. It was just like a little small cave with some crops around it. But I wish I could find it. That'd be cool to find my very first 2B2T base. But it is in this area somewhere. So if you guys somehow find it, let me know. So this is where I got my very first set of diamond armor. This dude just gave me a diamond, he gave me a diamond chest piece. That is crazy. This dude is just helping out so much. Is he gonna give me full diamond armor? And all these months later, I have thousands of duped kits. I have no idea what actually happened to that first set of diamond armor. Maybe I died in lava, or a creeper blew me up. Most likely it was a creeper or something, or I was AFK and a zombie killed me. That's just the type of stuff that happens on 2B2T. So the next base I'm going to show you is really my first base. Like that base I was telling you guys about earlier, I only stayed there for a few hours before I left to go find another place to stay. And I actually stayed at this place for a couple months. Yeah, also Daddy Fit is on right now. I just thought I'd point that out.
I am not your dad. I am not your father. You keep calling me daddy. And I want you to know I am not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Here it is. Here's the base. It looks like someone's actually been here since it was griefed. So here was our nether portal that we used to get in. And out of the nether, and it's probably the reason why this place was griefed. So I remember when I first came upon this base, I was brand new to 2B2T. I was pretty much starving to death. I finally got here, and there was wheat, there was crops, and I was able to survive off of the wheat here. Now this was actually an old rusher base. Now at the time I did not realize the historical significance of this base, so I built onto it. I added more crops, I expanded it a little bit. There was even like a half unfinished rusher banner. It was just like plain white, and I ended up dying and losing that, so I kind of feel bad that I lost that. And there were some signs here, and since I was stupid and built a portal right at the base and had a bunch of stuff all around the base, someone found it and destroyed it. So as you can see from the screenshot, this was the only screenshot I have of the base before it was destroyed. There's actually, the white banner is still in this picture, which I'm so glad the person I told where this base was took a screenshot, or else I probably wouldn't have been able to show you guys what this base looked like before it was destroyed. But right here there was a farm, and over here there was also a melon farm, and as you can see they're completely griefed. And I spent so many days just AFKing right here. I even tried to grow some mushrooms. I'm actually surprised these actually grew, but I would sit here and auto jump while my crops grew. Oh man, back then things were much simpler on 2B2T. I was just worried about growing food. Now I'm worried about people trying to crystal me or lag me on the highways. So over here, one of my friends actually built a little hut, and this place was destroyed, but it was a decent looking hut. It's kind of cool to come back here and experience old memories. So this base was never anything too advanced. We just had some huts and some farms, but we also had a mob grinder around here somewhere. I think it was right here. Yeah, this is where it was. We built a huge staircase coming up. I have no idea if the spawner is still here or not. It doesn't look like it through my x-ray. Oh, here it is. Here's the grinder we built. So this grinder was terrible. I'm still really bad at making grinders. I spent like 3 hours building this thing and it didn't even work. So I was trying to like get the zombies to fall and then die, or get to half health so I could hit them. That didn't work, so I had to someone had to sit here for the mobs to spawn, and then they had to fall down here, and then someone had to come over here and hit them. And it was really annoying. I died so many times trying to kill mobs in this area. So this is why you should never ask me to build a mob grinder, because I'm just terrible at building them. This was my very first 2B2T base. It wasn't really anything special. It wasn't anything crazy. But I just thought this was a cool place since it was an old rusher base. And then I stayed here for a while until it got griefed, and then after it got griefed, that's actually when I moved to that other base, the base that I showed in another video, the one that got lava casted. And I made some bases in between that. Actually I made some temporary bases. I made some huts, kind of like that hut over there. But out of all my bases that I've stayed at, this is probably one of my favorites, because this was back when I first started playing 2B2T, when I just thought it was this incredible, amazing place that Fit made videos on, and I stayed at an old rusher base, and I thought I was a part of 2B2T history. And now that I've actually played 2B2T, it's a lot different from Fit's videos, and it's kind of cool to come back to this place and experience those old memories. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's 2B2T video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below, and who knows, maybe I'll return to this base in 20 years. Who knows what it'll look like in that time. Peace, guys.